Hello friends, in this video, I am going to discuss what is homicide. There are many words used for the killing of a human being by another human being, such as homicide, killing, murder, manslaughter, euthanasia, etc. And sometimes it is confusing, or many people think that they are synonyms of each other. But these words have their own meanings and somehow they are different in terms of their meaning. So in this video, I will discuss the meaning of homicide and other related terminologies and concepts. Let's start with the first question, that is, what is homicide? The term homicide is made with the combination of two words, that is, homo, it is a Latin term meaning human beings, and cide. There are two terms. Cide, it is a French term, and Latin cida. Meaning of both the terms is the act of killing or killer. Likewise, homicide can be defined as the act of killing of a human being by another human being. Now, the question is, what are the types of homicide? It can be broadly categorized as lawful homicide, which is further categorized as justifiable homicide, killing in war, euthanasia, killing someone while performing the duty, and capital punishment. The second category is unlawful homicide, which is further classified as murder, manslaughter. Manslaughter is further classified as voluntary manslaughter and involuntary manslaughter, and culpable homicide. Note, there is as such no scientific classification of homicide. However, for the study and understanding purpose, I have done this. Now, let's understand each term separately in brief. Justifiable homicide. Though all the categories defined above under the heading of lawful homicide is justifiable homicide, but they have a specific accountability, purpose, and definition. Therefore, in a practical sense, the justifiable homicide is killing someone in self-defense. Let's understand this with an example. Mr. A is sleeping in his home. A thief enters in his home, attempts to steal money and valuable property. In the meantime, he woke up and switched on the light. He finds that someone is stealing his property. As thief saw this, he threatens him to remain silent and asks to hand over him all valuable property. But Mr. A shows courage and fights with him in spite of knowing the fact that he has pistol. While doing this, somehow pistol fired by Mr. A and thief dies. In such a case, A wouldn't be prosecuted for murder. Next, killing in war. If there is a war between two nations and army of one nation kills the army of other nation, not amount to murder. Next, euthanasia. Euthanasia is also a sort of justifiable killing. Euthanasia is a Greek word which means good death. Euthanasia is also known as mercy killing. So it can be defined as euthanasia is a form of killing of a human being with the intention to relieve him or her from enduring pain and suffering. Note, for such killings, court's permission is essentially required. Example, suppose there is a person, namely Z. He is paralyzed and as a result of this, he cannot move any part of his body. A specialized team of doctors tried their best for many years, say 5 years, but they couldn't treat him and arrived on a conclusion that there is no medicine and method of treatment remains that can treat him. Means there is no chance of treatment. In such a condition, Jed and or Jed's family member can seek court's permission to end his enduring pain and suffering by ending his life. Next, killing someone while performing the duty. If a police officer kills a thief, kidnapper, abductor, or any such criminal person while performing his duty, it is known as lawful homicide. Next, capital punishment. If a court of justice awards someone death punishment, it is known as capital punishment. Now, let's discuss unlawful homicide. Murder. When a human being kills another human being intentionally without any excuse or justification, it is murder. Next, what are the major elements of murder? Following are the essential elements of murder: unlawful killing, intention of killing, premeditation, that is plan of killing, and act of killing. I will discuss murder in detail in my next video, namely what is murder, under section 300 of Indian Penal Code. Next, manslaughter. Manslaughter is a form of unlawful killing someone without malice or murder intent. Manslaughter is a form of unlawful homicide in which the person who commits the homicide either doesn't have intention to kill the victim or kills the victim as the result of adverse circumstances. In a certain situation, if a person loses his mental and physical balance, doesn't have control on his action and kills someone, it is known as manslaughter. For example, a truck driver killed a person who all of a sudden came in the middle of the road. Now, the next question is, what are the types of manslaughter? Voluntary manslaughter. It is a form of unlawful homicide in which a person kills someone as a result of disturbed state of mind or heat of passion. There was as such no intention and no pre-plan. Next, involuntary manslaughter. It is a form of unlawful homicide in which a person kills someone as a result of negligence or recklessness. As for example, road accident normally comes under such category, but road accident can also be pre-planned, that is amount to murder. So this is all about the homicide.